Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of Fan Cam Commentary. Today we're going to be taking a look at the original Sheik in action against a wrestler by the name of Charlie Cook. This is a fan-filled request that someone had requested in the comment section on one of the videos. They asked for a Sheik match, so I found a Sheik match. Of course, I've got that Sheik crazy match with Sheik and Sabu versus Onita and Goto in the Fire Death match in FMW, but Sheik had an extremely long career, and this is from 1976, I believe. And again, against a wrestler by the name of Charlie Cook, who looks like a very traditional wrestler, against the madman, the original Sheik. As you can see there, the Sheik shedding his ring gear there. See Charlie Cook ready to go here. You hear the announcer there saying this is from San Antonio, Texas. Again, 1979. Anybody that's familiar with the Sheik probably knows that the Sheik is an absolute crazy person. Always has been in the history of professional wrestling. Of course, the uncle of another crazy wrestler in Sabu. The Sheik famously trained Sabu and Rob Van Dam. And the Sheik ran a promotion in Detroit, Michigan for a really long time called Big Time Wrestling, which is still, Big Time Wrestling does not exist today, but people still remember Big Time Wrestling, especially people that were younger that used to watch it actually on television back in the day because of how wild it was. An extremely violent promotion, and one of the predecessors in American wrestling history of hardcore wrestling. Of course, him, the likes of Abdullah the Butcher. You see, the Sheik here, trying to get into position to do some kind of prayer. Of course, Charlie Cook just wants to wrestle here. The Sheik just known for bludgeoning his opponents with a spike and causing them to bleed profusely, and not obeying the referee. Again, he's trying to get in a prayer here. He's got the rug laid out. No, he's actually what he's doing. Getting that spike out of his boot and ready to go. Please subscribe, folks. Please leave a comment below. If you do subscribe, please hit that bell. That helps me out. That'll give you notifications for whenever I drop content in the future. And then I'll also mention this every time. If you search Fan Cam Commentary on Facebook, you'll be able to find my group on there as well. Should pop right up. We're about to close in on 1,000 followers on there, so please become one of those followers. Follow and like that page. As you can see, we're breaking down here into a wild contest already, as the Sheik was acting like he wanted to do a prayer before the match, but what he really did, while the referee was distracted with Charlie Cook getting agitated on the other side of the ring, he pulled a spike out of his boot, and he will commence to bludgeoning and beating and stabbing his opponent for the duration of pretty much the entire match while choking him. The Sheik not known for wrestling holds except for the camel clutch. He would destroy his opponents, much like, again, Abdullah the Butcher, known for the fork. It's really hard to come back on someone like the original Sheik. Again, the Sheik's been wrestling his entire life. Of course, he's dead now. I think he died in the early 2000s, but had a really long life and career. I believe he started in the 50s, the early 50s. I don't think his last match was sometime in the 90s. And I think it was the later 90s at that. As you can see here, again, the referee not really in a good position. He just pulled the wrist tape off his hands, and now he's choking Charlie Cook. It's endless cheating by a guy like the Sheik. He used to get the crowds in such an uproar and a frenzy that they could not handle it. And the referee cannot see what's truly happening here because of the closeness of the Sheik and his opponent. He keeps that close contact on purpose, because you can't really tell what he's doing there. It almost looks like he's got him in some kind of, chin lock. His referee's just trying to pull him off here. He may know that's a choke, and if he does, he needs to disqualify the Sheik here. You see, there's a law enforcement around ringside here, I'm sure, to keep the fans at bay. And the referee's actually doing a cover here while the Sheik, and he did. Ladies and gentlemen, I think they just, did he get a 3 count there? He did. He raises the Sheik's arm. He let the Sheik get a pinfall victory from choking the man, and he's still choking him. As you can see, I believe that's the Sheik's manager there, kind of distracting the referee. I could be wrong. But again, the referee can't break this off.
He did not use the camel clutch on Charlie Cook. Rather than that, he took him down, choked him down. He was
just bludgeoned his, again, that's all you can call it. Someone coming in now trying to help out Charlie Cook here to get the Sheik back, the wild man.
Along with Scott Casey is Skip Young. And now Gary Hart looking very nervous.
Scott Casey that came out here. Okay, that's Gary Hart in the leather jacket. Oh, no, he's grabbed another man and now choking him. As you can see, Casey trying to beat the Sheik off of another guy that's come out to try to help Charlie Cook. And there, yeah, in the leather jacket there, I believe that is Gary Hart. Looked a little bit different. This is back before Gary shaved his head. He still has some hair there. Of course, Gary Hart, legendary manager in professional wrestling, managed a lot of wild men. He managed Abdullah the Butcher in the 80s. He brought the Great Muta over from Japan in the late 80s. He had, the Great Kabuki, another wild man type wrestler in world class. You can see, the referee. I think the referee is now just pounding him as well. They're trying to do anything they can to get this rabid dog, the Sheik, off of this wrestler. Like, the Sheik does not stop. He does not feel pain when you attack him. He relentlessly comes at you with chokeholds and stabbing you in the face. There's not much you can do. Anyone that can check out a movie, there's a movie from the 70s called I Like to Hurt People, and it's basically a documentary. It's broken kayfabe, there's some realism and some not, but it's basically on the territory, big-time wrestling and the Sheik, and Dusty Rhodes and Andre the Giant's in it, and a bunch of really famous guys, but it's really about the Sheik and his dominance in professional wrestling around this time period, especially in Detroit. He was a guy that would travel all around. He was basically like an Abdullah the Butcher type wrestler who would go over. He had a lot of tours to Japan. And again, as the referee's trying to get the chair out of Casey's hands, he goes back again to choke this man who's laying down on the mat here. You can see Charlie Cook's trying to get his wearings back too, maybe coming over to try to help. Casey again, not having it, punches Sheik right in the face. As this footage is coming to an end, folks. As you can see, the Sheik was a wild, wild wrestler. A crazy person, quite frankly, and you can see why Sabu is so insane also. The legit nephew of that man right there, and it's in his blood. The original Sheik, great wrestler in the annals of history of professional wrestling. He's not a technical wrestler. You're not going to see him doing drop kicks and headlocks and head scissors, but what he brought to professional wrestling is still felt today with the hardcore element that there's arguments for different guys that brought that style into wrestling, but the Sheik has got to be right in there because he was early just using weapons to bloody the opponents to get a victory. But yep, thanks again, folks, for joining me one more time this week. This was a little bit of a short one. The Sheik matches didn't usually last a long time, as you can see. Wow, they were just, a frenzy of violence. But, yeah, one more time, please subscribe, like, click that bell, leave a comment below. That always helps out. And just like this video here, this was a request from a fan. I'm going to try to comment on the person that left the comment and let them know that this is going to be uploaded Sunday, today, if you're watching this. But yeah, the comments help, and if you want to see something, leave one as well, and we'll see what we can do here. But yeah, I will see you on the next one, folks, and thanks for joining me.